So if you grew up in a rural area like we did, you probably had somewhere near you a carnivore's candy store. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the local small town butcher, or in our case, the locker. And I've got a new toy that I'm going to show you. So we're heading up to our locker. We're going to get some brats, and then we're going to go home and grill them up. So hang around and see what we've got cooking. And here we are at our local locker, the Edgewood Locker in Edgewood, Iowa. So we're going to swing in, we're going to grab some brats, head back to the farm, cook them up. All right, major score. Now these may not sound so good, but taco flavored bratwurst, these things are awesome. And I know all my friends in Wisconsin are going to give me crap for saying that, but believe me, they are really good. So you should try them. Edgewood Locker, Edgewood, Iowa. Welcome back to Dickin' Around Outdoors. We've been to the Edgewood Locker. We're now back at the farm. I want to show you the new toy I got. Before I do that though, thank you to all of our subscribers. It's great to see you again. We really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment, hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Now, what is the toy that I bought? Well, before I show you, you know, if you've watched any of my other videos, that I do have quite a few toys, gear, kind of a gear junkie. And I do have some wood-burning fire pits. I've got the solo stoves. I've got the firebox. So I'm really not looking for a new wood-burning stove. But I did find something I thought was kind of cool. And so I decided to try it. And here it is. It's the Utzi flat pack wood-burning grill. Now I've got the larger one, the Ember. They do make a smaller one that's the Spark. And something a little different than I've seen on any other videos on the internet, I bought mine in the carbon steel edition, not the stainless steel. So let me show you what this is. So what do you get when you order the Utzi grill? Well, you get a very nice carry case, and I did order this in carbon steel. It does come in stainless as well, but I prefer the carbon steel. I prefer to cook on carbon at home, so I ordered the grill in this fashion. So what do you get? You get a back plate, 2 end plates, and a front plate. That is the grill assembly. So basically you just put the back plate on the 2 less severe angles. Drop the front plate in. And the grill is ready to go. You also get a cooking grate. And again, I preferred the carbon steel. If you put the cooking grate in the lowest notches, it sits flush with the grill. You can put a pot or a pan on this, heat up water just like any other wood stove. The advantage of this one relative to a solo stove or a firebox is it's much larger. You can also, if you're grilling meat or vegetables or something, you want to move it away from the fire so it's not so hot, you've got 3 other notches that you can raise up the grill. I wouldn't recommend putting any heavy pots or pans on this because it is pretty flexible. But if you're just grilling meat or vegetables, that's plenty stiff. You also get 2 skewers that double as pokers if you want to move your fire around. I will say on the carbon model, when I pulled these out, they were very, very flexible, easy to bend. Once I seasoned them in the oven, they seemed to stiffen up a bit, but when they first came out, watch out because they're really easy to bend. And if you are using skewers, you just drop them into the notches that are included. I'm going to get some coals started in the grill, and we're going to cook up those awesome brats. Okay, we got the charcoal starting. Just wanted to give you a fun fact. If you're not familiar, the name Utzi is actually the name of the caveman found frozen in the Italian Alps. So I don't know if these guys picked Utzi as the name for the grill because they thought it was a homage to the caveman or a primitive way to cook, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. All right, our coals are looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into the wind. Everything's nice and hot at this point. So one other good thing about the high back is it does act as a bit of a wind block. So I'm gonna go just spread the coals out, warm up the cooking grate, open up the brats. Now the grate was on, setting up against it. It's nice and hot. So I'm gonna use a glove to put that up. I'm gonna put it up high. These brats are pre-cooked. We just need to brown them and warm them up. So let's let the grate warm up, open the brats and get them cooking. So there you are for a size of the grill. That's 4 bratwurst. You could probably squeeze them together, put a couple more on there, but that'll give you a good idea of how large that grill grate is. So because of the wind, I did lower the grate, but I wanted to point something out, and I'm not sure if it's because of the different angles on the plates, but if you can see, the half of the brat that's closest to the back plate is getting more heat than the part away from the back plate. So I think maybe because the back plate is a steeper angle, it's putting more heat up on the grill. The front 45 degree is dumping more heat out. So when you use this grill, you need to rotate your meat to make sure that it gets equal time along the back wall. Okay, the brats are done. Gonna take those off, take them in the house, let the grill cool down. A quick change of venue because I wanted to give a little bit of time to my thoughts on the grill. So what do I like about the grill? I like the fact that it's made in the USA. I think the team did a great job designing it. It's elegant. I like the fact that it's carbon steel. It's a great cooking surface. I think that it has held up really well after some burns. It's not warped. I do believe that seasoning it beforehand did help with that, but I'm getting no warping in this. I like the skewers. That's a nice touch. I like the fact that you can move the grate up and down, so you can manage the temperature that you're grilling with without having to mess with the fire. So overall, those are the pluses in my mind. What don't I like about the grill? I think the major thing that I don't like about this grill is the fact that the 2 plates are at a different angle. And what that does is it forces the fuel further back on the grill plate. So if you think about, the grill plate covers the entire surface, but the center of the grill is here, as far as the V, is way back here. So the back of the grill is hotter than the front of the grill. And if you want to try to optimize that, you need to really fill this up and I think be a bit wasteful on fuel. So that's the primary thing that I don't like about the grill. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning a bit about the Ötzi grill. To all of our subscribers, we really do appreciate you. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the little red button in the lower right-hand corner. Take care, and we'll see you outdoors.